Can you improve on a piece of gear that already exists for so many years? Sirui says yes with its new monopod system. Hi and a very warm welcome to this review of the Sirui P-306 with the P-36 system. The P-36 system is a quick release system from Sirui which they introduced now, and I think it has some very neat features in it. First of all, I want to talk about the P-306 monopod, which I think is pretty neat on its own. It comes with a rubber foot which is now inside the P-36 quick release system, and it works like a walking stick type monopod which has twist type locking mechanisms. I personally prefer the click type mechanism because I used them for so many years, but I think the twist type locking mechanism is also pretty neat because you can quickly grab it, unlock all the segments and pull it out. Sorry for the Frankenstein type head on top of this system. I got the monopod with the quick release from Sirui for review, but this will be my honest opinion about this system. First of all, I have to say I used monopods for many years. I am an event video shooter and monopods are one of my most used pieces of gear. And I did a very in-depth video where you can see how to use your monopod in very creative ways and create some very neat camera movements. But I use my Manfrotto monopod for a long time and I'm still very happy with it, but it is not as sophisticated as this one. First of all, I have to say the build quality of this thing is really nice, but it's also not too heavy, which is very important for me because when I move the whole day long, I get tired when I have two heavy pieces of gears with me. And this monopod is really light. You can put it inside this quick release system, and what I think is great about this system is that you have this quick release. You can see I just simply have to pull on this blue thing at the bottom and the whole monopod comes off. And not only that, I can take this plate, put another tripod head on it and just put it on by simply pushing it on it, and it sticks. It holds on really well, and I have a strong feeling that this holds the whole setup. As you can see on the pictures now that I put on my GH6 with the Olympus 12-240, and I will trust Sirui with my GH6 anytime because I think that it is really well made. Since I have the hi-hat version of this system in my hand, I want to talk about the feet at the bottom a little bit, because you can pull them up and you get the walking stick type bottom that you get from most monopods without the feet at the bottom, but the feet at the bottom are very important for me because they spread out and they give you extra stability and help you to create some of the cinematic movement I was talking earlier, and you can check out in my other video. The feet are very big, and that's not a minus for me, that's a big plus because two tiny feet won't give you much stability. And not only that, you could put them in two different modes. First of all, this is the wider mode, which I would use with the monopod stick itself. But when you are in crowded spaces and you still want the stability, you can pull down the feet even further for even tighter precision. What I also think is great that you get a ball head at the bottom and not only a simple lock and move type of situation. You can adjust the agility of the ball head with this knob, so you can really tighten it down to get somewhat of a second tripod, so you can simply put it on the ground and it won't move. And as you can see in the images, even when I extend the whole monopod and put the GH6 on top, it stands still like a tripod. I wouldn't trust a monopod to hold this well that I just put this thing in the corner and let it sit there. But I think for vlogging situations, this can be pretty neat that you just let your monopod sit there and you can film yourself without taking a tripod with you. I'm using a tripod right now because I only have this one unit, but I think this can be a game changer for me when I go outside and film myself, because this is such a small package that I wouldn't have with my tripod, and it's really quick to just set up. Also, if you want to, you can use the hi-hat setup and use the ball head for some kind of gorilla pod, where you would put the camera on top and you get some extra reach, and you can also use it as a hi-hat. So I think this is a pretty neat setup for any vlogger, and also if you are an event video shooter and you want this extra stability and flexibility, if you need some low on the ground shots, I think the Sirui system got you covered. I think this system works pretty darn good, and I'm really surprised at the quality and the weight of the system, because it's very stable and I think it will last for a long time, but yet still it's so light and easy to carry around. That's great. That's all I want as an event video shooter. And if you are in the same situation as me, I would strongly consider this monopod with this system, because it has a lot of flexibility, and I think it's great to see that there is a company out there that is still innovating on the monopod, which is a very important piece of gear for every event video shooter. That's it from me. If you have any questions, please ask down below. I will try to answer that as soon as possible. And I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded a lot recently, because since all the COVID restrictions fell in Austria, I had to do a lot of work and I hardly had any time to work on my channel. But I will promise that you will get more videos in the future. There are some ideas I have with the GH6 and also with the GX80, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you have a nice day and create something extraordinary.